Welcome to BTW.
Lawyers wey dey defend democracy don react to wetin happen yesterday between DSS and Emefiele.
Correct people, we greet una. Welcome una to DJM TV, una WhatsApp channel wey dey sama una with ogbonge updates, breaking news, updated updates. So abeg my people, if you never subscribe to our YouTube channel, make una rush now, make una go subscribe and also turn on that notification bell so that anytime we like say we drop any update like this, una go dey notified. Our Facebook page, my people, make una follow us and make una dey like. Una do well. Anyway, my people, make we quickly run enter the tori and update we will carry come for una like this.
Dis lawyers they don come outside come talk concerning wetin happen, the whole drama wey shele yesterday for Federal High Court too. According to wetin dem dey talk, so dem say Bichi wey be the DSS boss deserve sack and removal. Say Tinubu suppose remove am just as he remove other service chiefs dem. He said he get the interior plan as the kind plan wey dem get, just as wetin dey happen for dis Emefiele case. So say that these plans wey dem get so na im make Tinubu no sack or remove Bichi wey be DSS boss. Anyway, my people, I no go talk too much. I go play una this video now and listen to these lawyers dem. For this interview wey dem do for Arise, so make una hear wetin dey talk concerning this whole matter. Make una watch.
I think the thing speaks for itself, as Ayo has already pointed out. The NBA president, Ekiao ON, has already also issued a statement saying that what happened at the Federal High Court yesterday with agencies of the federal government engaging in combat is a recipe for anarchy and chaos, and that the NBA is committed to the rule of law. Ordinary people have also said the same thing, that what happened yesterday was shameful, reprehensible, condemnable, unacceptable, that officers of the state would desecrate the premises of the court and disobey flagrantly the order of court. And the DSS, which is an institution created by law, will be quoting a magistrate court as superior to a federal high court. I don't know whether they have lawyers in DSS. Maybe they didn't teach them in their law schools about the hierarchy of courts in the Nigerian jurisprudence. But anyway, this is my own general comment. What do you think, Kingdom Okere, and what do you think, Your Excellency, Ambassador Joe Keshi?
Thank you so much. I want to say that it's very unfortunate that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has decided to start on a very bad footing. He has decided to make lawlessness the order of the day. He has tried to entrench anarchy in his government. However, he became the president of Nigeria today. Is the man at the helm of affairs, whether by grab it, run with it, scatter it, as he told his followers. It was circulating all over social media. Grab it, steal it, run with it. However, that he eventually became the president, he has started now to entrench anarchy, and that is condemnable. The fact remains that what happened yesterday is not just a show of shame, it's just a flagrant display of not only ignorance to the rule of law, but overzealousness of the Director General of the DSS. We challenge him, Bichi, if he thinks that he is above the law, if he thinks that he is above the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, let him set up a court, Bichi Court, in the DSS headquarters in Abuja, or DSS Bichi Court, and try and Emefiele there. That is when we now know that DSS is above the Constitution of Nigeria. But so long as we, lawyers in defense of democracy, knows that there is a Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, that established the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. What Bichi did yesterday is a show of shame and should have warranted his immediate sack within 24 hours of what happened yesterday. There was no squabble between the officers of the Nigerian Correctional Service. There was no dispute. The DSS took the laws into their hands and manhandled that man, assaulted him. The man went in to pick Emefiele to proceed to the correctional service as ordered by the court. The court gave a definite order, very clear, granted him bail of 20 million naira, with one shorty that has a landed property who should be a civil servant of a director level, and made an order that these should be remanded in Nigerian Correctional Service facility if they were not able to perfect the bail condition. Because of course, you know, when the court grants bail, you have to do your filings, file your affidavit, bring documents of your landed property for the court to verify. So if peradventure, if they were not able to complete the entire process as at yesterday, that the man Emefiele should be remanded in prison custody. And the DSS Director General from his office in Abuja gave a counter order. He does not have that power. DSS Director General, Bichi Magaji Yusuf, or whatever you are called, you don't have the power to give a counter order to an order made by a court of competent jurisdiction, Federal High Court of Nigeria. He doesn't have, not even Tinubu has that power. Tinubu doesn't have the power. Talk less of his attack dog, Bichi. Why would they still leave him in office more than 24 hours after desecrating the Temple of Justice? Look at what happened. It's a show of shame.
You cannot say that he's his attack dog. That's not.
That is probably, that is what we are alleging. That is why he must have left him in office. Having removed other service chiefs, why did he leave him there? Because he participated in the politics of old and new naira. He had sought to arrest Emefiele in December by going to file a false expert application that was refused by the Federal High Court. We've been saying it. Why hasn't he come after us to say it wasn't him that went to Federal High Court to file a false expert application? That the Honorable Chief Judge of the Federal High Court said that you cannot use this court to commence an irregular proceeding, which made his application a black market application. We've been saying it now. He hasn't come out to debunk it, because the ruling of the Federal High Court is a public document. Anybody can go and obtain CTC of it. So Tinubu should have removed Bichi if he didn't intend to make him his attacking dog. But it's quite unfortunate for a president that hitherto believe in rule of law, that have fought against some certain policies of the previous administration within the ambit of the rule of law. And we are watching and we'll continue to talk.
Let's go to Ambassador Keshi. Ambassador Keshi, there's a Pharaoh in town who does not know Joseph. What do you think?
Thank you and good morning once again. To start with, I'm glad to hear from you that the NBA, the Nigerian Bar Association president, has spoken. But I also think that it is important that the head of the judiciary itself in this country, the Chief Justice and the legal counsel, or whatever they are called, that they should make a very strong protest to the president about the DSS bringing so many so many gun-toting, officers to a court in a case that is arguably a civil case. Not only that, I also think that the Inspector General of Police should also protest and tell the president that the DSS should be advised to stay on its lane. Because when you look at the functions of the DSS, the issue of somebody, possessing gun at home without a license belongs to the police and not to the DSS. The head of the correctional center should vehemently protest and insist that the officers that manhandle its men, should be dealt with. There are rules in services for such unprofessional conduct. And when we begin to speak out, and when these agencies, the heads of these agencies, begin to tell the president that what the DSS is doing in this country, it's wrong, there might be some respite. They might become more professional than the kind of behavior you saw yesterday. And it is so unfortunate. I have said it many times on this your show. If we in this country do not know what to do, we should sit down and just watch television for a week or for 1 month. The DSS and the head of the DSS and his folks should please see how cases like this are handled in other jurisdictions, particularly outside this country. A couple of years ago, I'm trying to remember the year, a whole bunch of, chief executives were arrested for one thing or the other. I remember in particular the guy who spent 600 $1 million, to redo his toilet or bedroom and things like that. The FBI came to each and everyone's house politely. In fact, they sent them a letter the day they'll be taken to court. And it was interesting seeing these guys come out seeing these guys come out, the FBI waiting in their doors. These guys, well dressed in their suits, were taken to court. They were granted bail and they went back home. Emefiele has not been charged with any crime that we know of, beyond the fact that he had a gun with no license. That's a police affair. People say, oh, he committed so much when he was in office. Fine, those are administrative. People make mistakes in office. Even this new government, has it not flip-flopped, who is going to try it? The same DSS told us a couple of months and years ago, they've not been able to produce one sponsor of Boko Haram. And this is why I said this is a question of justice. It's a question of fairness. It's a question of, equity. And we must tell the DSS in very clear terms, stay in your lane. Take care of the security of this country. Other little issues that are for the police or for the correctional centers, for goodness sake, leave it to other agencies to deal with. And not try to intimidate Nigerians, because this is also an intimidation of Nigerians. To tell people, look, what happened yesterday? Look at the way they were scattered with guns. Some were even threatening to shoot. In a law court, bringing so much men armed to a law court. And this is why the Chief Justice, I believe, must speak out and say this is the last time we ever see people come, particularly who are you trying? A governor of the central bank? What exactly has he done? You've not charged him for sabotage. You don't charge him for terrorism. And you brought so many armed men to a court of law, to the premises of a court. Come on, we need to get government to stop the DSS from this show of shame that happened yesterday. And all those responsible must be well. Yeah, the gentleman said, why is the man still there? Because these were the same thing he's been doing the last couple of years. So it's left to the president if he wants to change, but that's not the issue. It's about justice, it's about professionalism, it's about fairness, it's about equity in the administration of justice as well.
Yes, so my people, now the updates where we carry come from that like this. So how una see this so matter? This we arrest Emefiele matter. So you get as it be oh, make una drop on a comment on una view and a reason and make una don't forget to like and share. Una do well. See you in the next video.
DJ